Alright, so this is a pretty fun and hilarious matchup between two iconic smart characters with prior bad habit, noticeable problems in their character. This is, of course, a reference to Rick Sanchez from the very popular adult cartoon series Rick and Morty versus Iron Man, aka Tony Stark from Marvel Comics. The question I'm going to ask and answer today is, who is smarter and the better creator / inventor between the two? Is it Rick, the crazed scientist, or Tony Stark, the, messed up Avenger? I'm going to compare the two, but real quick, before we begin, make sure to check out members of the coffee shop. Video description has all their links. They are similar to my channel and the content they create. I think you guys will really love them. Please go support their channels. Really good friends of mine, and we're creating similar content to really help boost the community, as well as we just added a new member, my homeboy Chunky Jamar. Actually a lot bigger of a channel than mine, but he's going to be starting back up soon, and he makes fire content, so check him out as well. But okay, so today this matchup is essentially a comparison of their inventing / creative skills and feats, and comparing the two, and then deciding who do I trust more as an inventor, right? Like, if I put two of them in a science fair, who do I think is winning? First, we're going to start with Tony Stark. Tony Stark, famous Avenger in Marvel Comics. He is a billionaire tech specialist who is considered arguably the best tech specialist in the Marvel Universe. And some of his feats include, of course, creating his famous armors that help him deal with threats, and even, up to the point of dealing with beings like Hulk and Thor. Now, of course, this tech comes from a necessity due to his heart being compromised early on in his origins, and him having to build something around it to help survive. And after that, he's created stuff to help combat threats from even celestial type beings. The Phoenix Buster, the Hulk Buster, a Thor Buster. He's made a whole bunch of Buster armors. I'ma be real though, the efficiency and effectiveness of these Buster armors usually are very questionable, as in he doesn't get many wins with them. But to be fair, he's dealing with characters that literally get stronger and have almost uncapped potential, like Hulk. So dealing with that, of course, it's kind of hard to come up with parameters, but still, it is worth noting sometimes his suits really don't work as well. But regardless, he's able to also deal with new properties like magic and instill them in his technological properties, which is very impressive. Stark as well has been able to take celestial tech and extra dimensional tech and work on it and apply it to his current tech. He can make stuff to regen, heal people, fix entire mass areas of effect. He can hack characters like Reed Richards and Doctor Doom, who are some of the smartest people in the universe. And overall, Tony Stark is most famous as a creator for his work in technology. He's created battle suits out of essentially scrap, and he's come up with suits to deal with Universal Plus threats in literally just days. Overall, Tony Stark is one of the most dangerous inventors in comics, one of the better characters with prep, specifically if it's team battles or threats against team-busting opponents. And overall, the quick wit, genius with the tech, and his literal, connections and money makes Tony Stark one of the most formidable inventors in comics. But he's going to have his handful today, because Tony is going up against Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. Rick Sanchez is one of the gooniest characters I've researched in a hot minute. I did do a video on him a long time ago, but it was so long ago that it's irrelevant to me now. So upon this research, I realized he does have some truly crazy feats. One of the first ones I want to talk about is what powers his car that can pull off things like flight and blasting energy projections. This car is powered by a microverse that was engineered and created by Rick. Rick created this microverse, which functions and creates a power source powerful enough to power this car, right? But the crazy thing is it's a living, functioning microverse, and he created that. On top of this, he's also created a portal gun that's the best one in his verse and is one that can allow him to casually create portals to skip throughout the multiverse. Best showing with this was, of course, when multiple Ricks were after him and he was just sliding on their hoe asses with his portal gun and it jumping through multiple realities at once. In just a few moments, he was able to create a helmet, and this helmet was able to boost a dog's intelligence past regular human intelligence. Rick's also been considered the smartest man in the universe, has won beefs and, you know, crazy exchanges with aliens. And with his, you know, limited access, he's still able to win multiple battles against, you know, aliens that can cross star systems relatively quickly. He's able to access a box that can unleash beings that can do crazy shit like stop time. Even when he was transmuted into a pickle, he was efficient as a creator, and was able to even hijack an animal and hotwire their brain to control their brain functions. Overall, Rick's one of the weirdest characters in fiction in terms of his knowledge base, what he brings to the table. The stuff he has access to isn't top notch, but the stuff he creates with what he has access to is insane. He's one of the best, what I would call like a guerrilla warfare style inventor. That is, he can take whatever you give him and make something incredibly dangerous with it. He knows how to fool with stuff like time and space. He knows how to casually master interdimensional travel. And overall, Rick Sanchez is a wild boy with an incredible background in science and is one of the most dangerous men in the universe because he doesn't really give a shit and will do what he wants because he doesn't have a job and he's really smart. So, if these two characters were to face off, who do I think is smarter? So, this is interesting, right? Who's smarter is really hard to say. Both have dealt with different threats and served in different capacities. However, I would say with his speed of creation, his versatility, and what seems to be a very broad knowledge base in science, whereas one's more of a specialist, I kind of favor Rick at this angle because Rick has shown he literally can create stuff that can boost hyper intelligence in seconds. He's crazy. He's super fast on the spot, genius intellect, creator, even with limited supplies. I think this puts him slightly above Iron Man in terms of who's just a better, smart creator on the spot. Now, with prep, this is very interesting because this comes down to preference. With prep, I think Iron Man obviously has faced higher threats than Rick has. But Rick be bullshitting. Like, Rick just does stuff, so it makes sense he's not facing the craziest stuff that Iron Man's faced, like mad dark celestials. But regardless, feats do matter. In higher end prep situations, Iron Man has more feats. But at the same time, Iron Man's never done something like generate a full functioning universe, no matter the size, including governing the life casually, like making sure they operate without messing up and even knowing they're powering him. And it's just nuts. But higher feats for prep, Stark technically has more, so I kind of favor him here. However, since it's 1-1, and kind of comparing both, I think the win rate and who's more creative on the spot and smarter on the spot and just, like, you know, more dangerous on the spot as an inventor, I think that favors Rick more than the prep does with Iron Man. Because like I said, Iron Man's Buster stuff kind of jobs a lot. He kind of jobs on the higher end scale sometimes. He does have some cool high end feats, but he also jobs. So he does win in that aspect, but not as much as round one goes to Rick. So overall, Rick wins this matchup of which character is smarter / a better inventor. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Who is your favorite inventor, creator in comics? Who do you want me to compare next? Smash the like button. If you want me to cover another crazy matchup like this, maybe a specific aspect like who is smarter, who is stronger, stuff like that, let me know. But anyways, it's been your boy YFE, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.